Hello everyone, my name is Harsh Sareen and this video is about Perfume Shop. Here I am going to make this project from scratch to end. So let's get started now. Okay everyone, so for Perfume Shop we need to start with some setup of technologies. Of course I am using a Mern stack, that is MongoDB, Express and React.js and Node.js, but the thing is we need some setup for this. Let me give you a understanding about how we can work with the perfume shop setup. Okay, so here first I'm going to start with backend server. In backend server I will use express package mongoose for database schema, then course for sending my sources to front end, back end to front end basically, and then I'm going to use nodemon for server, and fifth one is jwt for creating an middleware. Then after that I will decide what will be the next, but this is a main packages for backend, uh, which is enough to create my backend server. Here I have front end server. In front end server, of course, I will use Axios for fetch my APIs. Then React Router DOM for routing my components. React Router Bootstrap for creating for link my bootstrap, React Bootstrap, because I am using a bootstrap, that's why I need to use a React Router Bootstrap. React Bootstrap for UI design. Basically, React Bootstrap gives me an bootstrap components to import of bootstrap components, and that's it. And at the end, for database I'm going to use MongoDB Atlas. uh, for this you need internet. MongoDB server I'm going to use MongoDB Atlas. This is a database server, and if you want to create your database without MongoDB Atlas, you can create on MongoDB Compass, and you need to install MongoDB in your system. And my operating system is Linux, so there is not much difference between Linux and if you are using Windows or Mac kernel, so there is not much difference, but yes, um, not much difference. If you have any doubts, so please you can comment when you have any kind of problem, so I will recommend you on comments or solutions. So this is my basic setup for my servers. I am using IDE of VS Code. So my project name is Aroma. uh, there doesn't mean for Aroma name, you can practice with another name also, and you can create your I'm creating my perfume shop. You can create another shop so that you can practice another project. Okay, so this is my client folder. and another folder is server, client for my front end, server for my back end. And now I will open my terminal. This is my bash for server, means back end, and another server for front end, that is client. For using a Node.js, you need to install Node.js from nodejs.org. Here you can use 21.5 version or 20.10 version LTS. So it depends upon you, you are comfortable with, but you can I can suggesting you I can give you a suggestion that use latest version instead of older version if you are installing new of Node.js setup. So use latest version. Now come to the point here. I have a database set up. I already seed my data to the MongoDB Atlas. You can create your own, and I have a different file also of product.js. So let me open my product.js. So this is my product.js file here. Now what I will do, I will just open this product.js file. This is my seeded, this is my data which I seed to the MongoDB Atlas. If you want to, so you can create your another shop of your another shop file. So here I export this whole files into by the command of export default products. So this is a file of perfume shop products, and I am going to make a backend server. So here is my index.js, and because I am using a server means backend, I need to install some packages. To start my APIs, I need to initialize my description of APIs. So the command of initialize my APIs, that is npm init hyphen y. If you want, if you are not writing hyphen y, then also you can write your own descriptions, but skipping individual tags, giving a tags of name, description and everything, version name, I am skipping the steps. That's why I am giving a command of npm init hyphen y. I got a I got one generated file. I did one mistake here. Instead of client, I need to work with server. So what I will do, I will initialize this command again, and I will delete from the client. Now here I will install some packages, that is Express, Mongoose, and Course, and that's it for now. Let me set up everything, then we require more packages, so I will install it, just like bcrypt.js, jwt. I will install that packages, but before that I need to set up my APIs. Okay, so now what I will do here in index.js, it's my main file. Instead of writing like this const express equals to require express, instead of writing like this, to import my packages, I will write here type module so that I can ignore to give my files as in variables. Then I can import my files through the help of type module. I can import my file directly to this command like import express from express. Now here what I will do, I will make one variable that the name is app and give a function access of express here. That's it. Now from express what I will need, I can call through the help of app variable because app have an express object. So here I will call app.use, and instead of writing this I will call my response. So here I will give a path of index and give a request and response. That's it. Now here I will write response.send to check my API is working or not, and I will make one more variable to give my port number. So this is my backend, so I will give a port number that is 8000. Now I will give another command, another code that is app.listen, and this is my port, and after this port I will give one anonymous function, and here for give give me a good signal or bad signal means my server is working or not. So I need some kind of message from in a log, so that's why I gave one anonymous function. So here I will write listen on port, and here will be a number. Object literals, I need to use object literals, but the thing is I can't use in strings, so I will use backsticks instead of strings. Now here I will write my server is my server listening on port. That's it. Now I need to install one more package. This is my file of project. So for that what I will do here, first of all I will install one package that is nodemon to keep running my server. Okay, so in package.json I created one problem, that's why it's not running. Now if I'll install npm I nodemon, you can check it out that here is my nodemon here, right? Now through the help of nodemon I can start my server. Nodemon index.js. That's it. Now I can give a command that is in npm start to the server, and I got one problem that is address already in use 8000. I guess I'm using this already. So what I will do, I will just run on 6000 and let check about this. So you can check it out that my server listening on 6000. To analyzing APIs, to test an API you need a postman application. Now open your postman application. Okay, now here what I need to do, I will call 6000 so that I can check my server is working or not. It is working. See, hi is written, but obviously post, I'm not working on post, so that's why it will not work on post. See, so I am working on get, so that's why it will show on get. Okay, So hi, now my server is running perfectly on backend. Now here, what I will do, I will make one more API to fetch my products, because here is my products and we need to fetch products from database, but right now for checking purpose I am using my local file products.js. So here is my products path, and here I will write response.json. Now in JSON, if I am using JSON, of course I need to import products file. I will call products to fetch my data. That's it. Now when I will call slash products, it is not working. Why? Let me check. So let me try with products.js, and yeah, it is working here because it's a file coming from products.js and I created a local file. That's why it's not getting a file. So I gave a format name .e.js. Okay, so it's running now. Now I will make one products ID for to access my products of product detail. In detail I need ID. In ID you can check it out that there is ID1, ID2, ID3, ID4, ID5. Okay, so I need to access this IDs and properties only. I don't need another product's detail. So that's why I need to write here colon ID. Now here what I will do, I will give one, I will make one products variable, actually product variable, and products, from products I will find that ID, and here I will give a P. Through the P I will access my P dot ID. So I will find P, and then through the help of P equals to P dot ID, it will be like this, request dot params dot ID. And here instead of writing products I will call product, because in the product I have a details of my ID and it sets my parameter on that ID details. So when I will call in postman slash 1, I can access details of only ID number 1, that is name, image, description, brand, category, image 1, image 2 and image 3. And if I am not giving any ID, it will automatically give all the details of my API, that is products. Okay, so our basic setup of our backend is completed now. Now let's set up our front end. So here what I will do, I will go to the client instead of server. I will create one application where I'm using my React server. So that is create React app my app, or you can write any name of your application of your front end server, but I'm using my app. It takes time, so wait a bit. Okay, my file is ready to create my front end server. So here I will start a front end server. So for that I need to go to the application, that is my app, and then I will start npm start. Okay, so this is my front end server. So what I will do, I will just make a split of them so that I can see my screens, one for front end and another where I can code of front end. So here you can check it out that I have a file of index.js. That index.js is for backend, and here is another, that is client, where I'm using a front end server. In this I have one more index.js. So for using that, and what I need to do, I need a properties whatsoever in a server index.js products. So this products I already fetched in my backend APIs, right? So from here I need to fetch data to my front end. So for that I need some packages in front end. So open your front end or client bash or terminal or kernel. If you are using Mac OS, so you will call it kernel. If you are using Windows, so you are using terminal, and if you are using Linux, so you are using a bash. So close this server and install packages npm I axios. After axios I will use react router dom and axios and react router dom. That's it for now. Axios to fetch my backend API to front end, and react router dom to routing my components. Okay, so now what I will do, I will make one folder. First of all I will run the server so that I can check it out, my front end server. Front end server running port number on 3000 and backend is running on 6000. Okay, now here I will open a index.js, and first of all just check out your dependencies. In dependencies I installed axios react router dom. That's it for now. Now open your app.js, remove all the elements of app and give a react fragments here. Okay, that's it. Now come to your sources folder. Here you need to make your new folder. Write it down, component folder. Here you need to make one more folder, that is perfume, where I will give files or create a files of perfumes products or perfumes shop. Not a shop, because all project is about perfume shop, but I will create only perfumes product. Okay, so here I will write perfume or I will write product, so it is easier. Okay, Now here I will create one file that is name of products. Because I am using React, so first letter of your file name should be capital so that I can create my component of React. Okay, in React, if you are creating a new file, so new component, so you need to write your first letter capital of your component name. Okay, now in app.js, instead of app.js, I will go directly into the index.js, and not this index.js. I will come to the client index.js, means frontend index.js, and I will import some packages from React Router DOM. So here is my create browser router. Second one is create browser router from elements. And third one is route. Before that I will import properly a package name, so that is React Router DOM. So I will get this elements, then route, then router provider. That's it. So this I imported from React Router DOM, create browser router, create routes from elements, then route provider. Now here I will remove this app and I will write it down element component name, that is router provider. Here I will write router equals to router, but I don't have any router. So what I will do, I will create a router, and here is my app. Now I will make one more elements, close this route. That's it. Now from here you are creating a new route slash. So this path, where I already created this path for backend, and this router parts for front end. Okay, so both have different paths. That part going to link in through the help of Axios. So what I will do, through the help of Axios, I will fetch the APIs of backend and fetch to the front end. So here is my slash products, but I don't have any products here. So what I need to do, I need to import products, but instead of getting end products, I will fetch Axios. Through the help of Axios, I will fetch my backend, because my perfume products have already have an backend APIs, so I don't need to import my files separately. That's why I am using Axios here. So this is my Axios package, this is my React package. So what I will do, I will create one more const, and here I will import use state. So use state, it's a hooks. So this hook change my state from current state to where I want to change my state. Okay, So this is my state, and use effect re-render my objects. So through the help of use effect, I am going to fetch my backend APIs, and through the help of use state, I will change my blank current state to whatever I required to get my API. So this is my use state, and here is my use effect. Sorry, this is a use state. So basically I need to give current variable product current current state to change state. Here I will write use state, and that's it. My current state is empty, so I will give blank array. Now here I will create a use effect. So this is a format of use effect, and now what I need to do, I need to fetch my Axios. So this is my Axios, but my port name is wrong, so I will write 6000 here. Now I need to set my product to into data. Now I will make one const, means variable. In that I will write data equals to Axios const perfume. Now here I will write a sync, and under this I will write my functions. So here I will give my destructed data a weight. Now here I will give a link of my API Axios, and now this is my products. So whatever I already linked here, I will copy this, paste it over here. That's it. And then you can give a dot then. So that's it. Now you can set your data, set your product into a data, and that's it. Now here call a perfume, and this array will be blank because I need to call all the products here through the help of this API. So like this we can fetch a ID, fetch a API, backend APIs. Now what you need to do, create one map function under this JS format or JS format, and you need to write like this: product dot map, and here write a map parameter, that is p, and just call the name of products. That's it. Now just check out the link, it's working or not. For that you need to import, so I will open my index.js of front end. Now here I need to import my component of products, and here I will write my component name products and give this index, that is true, because this route is my index route of app. So whenever I will call the apps, I need on my index page, that is my first page or home page. Now that's it. Let's check it out, it's working or not. Okay, got one error, that is async is not defined. Now putting the course, because I put it the course here, that's why it's started now. And you can check it out also in products, that in perfume I am using an async like this and getting my set product, and it is working very fine. So I fetch my data from backend to server like this. Now come up to the product detail part. So need to create one more file, that is product detail.jsx, writing RAFCE. I have extensions where you can use this kind of thing, like I am using auto rename tag ES7 prettier formatter tab 9 auto rename tag, so that I don't need to write start and end tag separately. Whenever I change in start tag, so it will automatically shows changes into end tag. So like that you can work it out in auto rename tag. ES7 have a predefined snippet, so you need to just write down their short keywords like RAFCE or RFC for React function components or React arrow function components. So that's how you can you don't need to write a basic snippet of React, so just write it down RFCE React arrow function export component. So you have basic snippet of React function arrow component here. Now moving to the detail page. So like I fetch this, copy this all of products into product detail and import Axios. In React you need to import use state and use state and use effect. That's it. Now here just give a blank of array, and in axios.get I require to import product ID. So move into backticks to write object literals. So write it down product ID, and here also product ID. Now how we can work with product ID? So in product ID, you need to give ID as in product ID, and going to import one more package, that is use params from React Outer DOM, and give access to React Outer DOM here. That's it. Now I'm going to give one name of product. So in product, write down product dot name. Okay, so I need to create one link also. So here I copy this. If I will work without route, so I can only fetch of product JSON. So here I will give href link. Okay, so here href equals to, and here I will give a link under the JS slash products, put a backticks here slash products slash ID. So here I got one error. Okay, here is my href link, and product dot, actually I need ID, so product dot ID. Okay, now it's going great. Let's check out here, refresh this, click over here. Okay, I can access my ID here. Great, but I don't have a router link in my index routing router provider. So what I need to do, copy this, paste over here, remove this, write down products slash colon ID, and give an import product detail. That's it. Now product detail here, refresh this, and now we can fetch a detail page also. So whenever I will call like product dot name or product image, or product image in a image section, or image element img, I don't require this, sources product.image. Now I can fetch image also. That's it. In the next video we are going to fetch a data from the database, and we'll set up our database into a backend. Then we'll fetch a data from the database. Thank you.